Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I didn't think these were going to arrive for another week and a half or so, but the parts have turned up for my 5D Mark II. I don't know if you can see it very well in there, but it is the shutter box and mechanism, motor, electronics, the whole kit and caboodle. I'm not taking it out of there because I don't want to get grease all over it on my fingers or anything like that. It is currently sitting wrapped in bubble wrap in its little packaging in my cupboard until I'm ready to do it. Which is probably not going to be until, won't be tonight because I'm getting home late from work, but it'll probably be, I'm saying not tomorrow night because I don't know if I'm going to have time because I want to get it all done in one go, but I'm not going to be able to help myself. I'm probably going to sit down tomorrow afternoon the second I get home from work and try and get it done. So that little shutter box goes in this beast of a thing. It actually goes in behind that mirror. So it is literally in the guts of the camera. It goes right in behind there. So it's essentially just in front of this, basically. It sits in here. To say I'm nervous about doing it is an absolute understatement. This thing has been my go-to for 13 years. I've had it for 13 years. It's panels missing off it. It's dirty. It's grimy. It has been through absolutely fucking everything. I don't know how, but I've never actually dropped it. But it has been through the wars. It's been through, man, I couldn't even tell you. I actually haven't gotten the shutter count off this thing. Very interested to get the shutter count off it. At the moment, if I turn it on, one of those little gears that you can see off the motor, I'm pretty sure one of them is stripped. So it ended up getting a Aero 20, I think it is. Essentially, it's a shutter lock. So it's a mechanical shutter that goes up and down. After, a certain lifespan, it just jams, freezes, whatever. It did that, and you can hear it try and move, but it just doesn't want to move. And then when I actually turn it on now, one of those gears is obviously broken a tooth, and it just screams like just a slipping gear whir kind of scream when I turn it on. So one of those gears is obviously stripped as well. So that whole unit had to get replaced. To send it off to somewhere like Canon, you have to send it off to Canon to get it fixed officially. You're looking $600 to $800 to get it fixed. I can buy one of these bodies off, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, whatever, for like $500. So there's not much point in me sending off to Canon to get it replaced. That part, however, only cost me $130 shipped from China. It's an OEM part that I've gotten from China, so it's like $130 to kind of see if I can get it fixed. It's worth a shot. This thing is an absolute fucking workhorse. This thing has never skipped a beat until it broke. It's never skipped a beat. I've never had an issue with it. I've taken it through God knows what conditions. I don't know if you've seen some of my other videos of some of the conditions I've shot it at Eastern Creek, literally in hail, in torrential rainstorms. I've shot it at the beach. I've shot it basically, centimeters above salt water. I've taken it literally everywhere. It's sat on sand. It's sat on water. It's gotten rained on. It's gone fucking everywhere, like ridiculous. It's been thrown in backpacks. It's been thrown like literally everywhere it goes. This thing has not missed a beat. It's unbelievable. I had the toss up between this and the 1D when I bought this 13 plus years ago. The reason I went for this was because I, at the time, was shooting more portrait stuff, and this is the better of the two for portrait photography, or was at the time. The 1D was sort of the sports version, the 5D was kind of the portrait version, which is why I went for this. But I've shot literally every subject. I've shot weddings, I've shot portraits, God knows how many portraits. I've shot family photos, I've shot car racing, I've shot bike racing, I've shot sunsets, landscapes, literally every style, art photography, street photography, literally every style of photography you can think of, I've shot with this thing, and it has never missed a beat. It is like losing a child for me. The fact that I have the chance of possibly getting this back together makes me exceedingly nervous. I've actually found not a walkthrough video per se, but a guy has actually done this to his 5D, recorded the whole thing and kind of took screenshots and sort of did a little bit of a step-by-step. So I'm not flying completely blind, but I'm going to take the opportunity. You can see there's like little bit sort of white marking on some of the rubber and stuff like that. Obviously around the top, it's been sitting for a couple of weeks unused now, so there's sort of just the salt spray and stuff where it's all sort of gummed up on the rubber and stuff like that. I'm actually going to take the opportunity to give everything a really good clean, refresh the whole camera as I take it apart and put it back together, as I take it apart preferably, so that I'm not dropping mess into the camera when I'm trying to take it apart, to keep it as clean as possible. But if I can get this thing back together, oh my God. You literally have to replace that piece. It's literally in the center of the camera. I have to strip the camera down 100%. There's literally like maybe 2 things to do after I get to that point to completely strip it down. So it's basically the guts of the camera. Yeah, I'm nervous as fuck. So I'll probably sit down, I'd say probably tomorrow night. I'd say I'd have a whiskey to settle the nerves, but I want to be straight faced when I'm doing this. But I will definitely have a whiskey afterwards if it fucking works. So I will be videotaping the whole thing. I'll probably do a time lapse. It's probably going to be easier for both showing you guys once it's done, but also in case I fuck up and forget where a screw goes on the way back. I'm going to be taking a lot of photos, a lot of video, just to make sure that I can see what the hell's going on when I'm putting it back together in case I have to go back and review something. I'll probably use my Mark 50 because that'll do that, the M50, sorry, because that does do time lapse. I'll get that to sort of do a time lapse video of me taking it apart. I'm going to clear my desk out and do it here, so I've got plenty of room. I'll do a time lapse with the M50 of me taking it apart and putting it back together, and then I'll use my phone sort of step by step to take photos as I go, so I can remember what things look like, where plugs go, as I undo things, as I undo screws. I'll do that so I can kind of, if I need to, flick back and see where things went. But yeah, wish me luck, because in saying that, I haven't got it on me, I did repair, which I did the video of a little while ago, I did repair my 2470, which same thing, I had to strip that thing right down to the guts of the lens, and replaced a part in that. Had issues putting it back together, a piece fell apart, my little aperture window fell apart, had to sort of got part way back together, this little piece fell apart, had to take it back apart and repair this very fragile piece of equipment that's in the middle of it. Somehow didn't fuck that up, got it all back together, and the lens is working fine. I took it out, did shots with it at the GP event recently, and it hasn't missed a beat then, so fingers crossed this goes well, because if I can get this thing working again, my God, I'm going to be the happiest of happy boys. It does also mean it's going to make life a lot easier at events, because I'll have this that I can set up as my still photography or as my still camera, and then I'll have the M50 that will be dedicated just for video, which will make it a lot easier switching from one to the other. The M50 is handy in that I can quickly switch from one to the other and take video photo using the same setup, but this still is the mirrorless is cool, and it has got really good resolution, really it's freaking brilliant. There are a few drawbacks from the M50 that this does not have. The quality of the noise is one big thing. The noise out of some of the low light stuff in the M50 isn't as good as this. There tends to be a lot more noise, but thankfully with the new Photoshop techniques and stuff, I can actually clean that up a lot. But it's just easier for you to write out a camera in the first place. So yeah, here goes nothing. I will videotape it. I'll let you guys know. I'll see how we go. I may even live stream it or something if I can get enough cameras set up while I'm doing it, just for shits and giggles. But yeah, fingers crossed this works, because I'm going to be a happy boy if I get my 5D going again. It will make my year. So yeah, just to let you guys know. That's a long video about nothing, and I just realized I don't have my mic set up on my phone, so the audio is going to be pretty shit, but it is what it is. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I haven't had my coffee yet, so yeah, cheers guys. I'm gonna have my coffee, I'm gonna get ready for work. Have a lovely day. I'll talk to you soon.